In this video, I'm going to show you the basics, the getting started for Waveburner, which is the application we burn CDs in. So Waveburner is this icon down here on the dock. You start it up and you generally see a blank project. The first thing we want to do is familiarize you with the icons up here. I never use this mix lane. This mix lane toggles on and off, and you don't need it, so just get it out of the way. It makes it harder to see your waveform details. Same thing with the list view. Occasionally for CDs it's handy, but usually it's not necessary. So you just turn it off. If you do need to see your tracks and different aspects of your CD, you can turn it on. So like if we add a file, which by the way you can go File, Import, you can hit Command F on your keyboard to open up the import dialog box, or you can just click the import icon. Any one of those will work, and we're going to open up this Lucas Simpson demo file again just so we have a waveform there. Other things that you need to know is the command key is how you slice up tracks on your CD. Notice how it toggles top and bottom. This is track 1, track 2, 3, 4. Indexes are automatically created. I go into more detail on those later. You have other handy dandy tools like the monitor window. The monitor window is turned on by clicking that icon. It just lets you see the meters. Not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and turn the mix lane on. Oops, wrong one. List view, get rid of that. And so that's typically how I work. I like to see a nice full waveform, get rid of that. You have other tools here. I use the shortcut keys a lot, the command key, but you can cut a region with your icon up here. You can zoom in and zoom out. More handy is this bar on top of the navigation window. By dragging up and down, left and right, you can zoom in. Up here you see, right above that, you see the track time. If you click on that, you have a choice for track time elapsed. So we are 5 minutes and 23 seconds into this track, or track time remaining, 152 from the end. Disk time elapsed, or 2043, which is the default view, by the way, from the beginning of the CD, or disk time remaining. Those are handy. You can use them just based on what you feel works best. You can also scroll in and out by going up and down with your mouse wheel. You can add track indexes, like say this is a movement break right back here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's put our cursor right down there. You can put a track index by clicking there, Command Z. I could also just put my cursor there. Notice how you have two rulers. You have a ruler on top and ruler on bottom, generally corresponding to, you know, the two tracks that alternate. Hit T, you get another track. To move a track, you click on the right half. If you click on the left half, you are actually increasing what's known as the pause length. We never use that, so we just keep that together and click on the right half to move our track indexes. When you want to crossfade something, all you have to do is drag a field over itself. It defaults to a linear crossfade. We typically use equal power crossfades by dragging straight up. I go to the end of the file, actually early on in the process. Oops, end of the file. Let's go to the very end of the file. And where is it at? There it is. And I drag this back, and I make my equal power fade up. Oh, I'm back at the beginning. Let's scroll up here and get our cursor over there to the end, put our cursor where we want it. And then you can drag the file over, get your crossfade done, put your cursor there, drag down, get our zoom, scroll down just a little bit more, zoom, drag this down for a nice smooth fade out, or more commonly for cutting, you leave it in the fade out exponential down like that to when you do a cut between pieces. Let's just say I'm going to do that here by holding Command. Now if I do a crossfade, you'll see how that defaults to whatever kind of out was on that region, and whatever kind of in was on that region. So these become defaults. Another thing that you can do, and let's go ahead and use a real scenario back here with applause. You can drag these things up and down, yes, but if you really want to get fancy, there's smaller icons that can make a funky curve that's sometimes necessary. Let's see if I can break that apart. I have to grab that icon just right. Where's it at? There we go. So I can make this curve do weird things just by where I drag that curve. See how I can make a very strange out. Sometimes that's necessary to get things sounding natural and right, or I should say just how you want them. Just drag these icons however you need to, though generally it's best just to keep that big icon together, and this covers most of our purposes, just doing a simple linear or exponential fade one way or the other will usually work. And crossfades, once you start messing with those, they don't automatically work, but as you see when you make a regular cut by holding the command key, the crossfade automatically is created along with an index track every time you make a cut, then move the index track where you want to. Those are the basics of navigating in FileMaker, and we'll get into a very lengthy session explaining just how to make a CD and cut for indexes. Thanks for watching.